SpeakEasy Arts TV. Artists, musicians, writers, creative minds gather here at the SpeakEasy to share their passions. Creative minds change the world. SpeakEasy Arts TV. Hey everyone, this is Rand Swift. I am the founder of what's called the Rand Stream. Hey, that's me. And today we're broadcasting through our SpeakEasy Arts channel. And the topic that we are going to be covering briefly today is how to stay sharp as an artist, particularly in our busy world where you may have a daytime job and you also have these creative energies that are working inside of you. What do you do? I mean, you come home exhausted at the end of the day, and you tend to neglect the thing that you really love and what you're really about. So we're talking about how to stay sharp as an artist under many conditions. I work in my day job and outside as well with a lot of highly creative people. And quite often, like athletes, which I've also coached athletes for quite a number of years, 20, 30 years, it's easy to get stuck when you are trying to live at a pretty high level, a creative level. And you can see the challenges that are in front of you as just huge, and sometimes that gets discouraging. So I think that one way to stay sharp is to remember all the small parts that make up the big parts. I do a lot of real small work in keeping my skills sharp, and I'll show you a couple things here. I carry with me all the time a bunch of books this size. In fact, here's 1, 2, 3 sketchbooks that I also make notes and things in, and I just fill them up with all kinds of stuff. Not big, not elaborate. I'll find anything I can think of that's hanging around and draw it. I'll just show you through examples, a few examples. There's just a tree. What else we got here? That's just a picture of someone that I saw. Hey, look, here's something. Nuts and bolts. And here's a picture of where'd it go? There's a picture. I saw that and I said, gosh, I want to draw that. And so there anything. Sometimes something like this becomes ideas for even a bigger picture. Now I know that's not pretty. That's a terrible drawing. But when it gets down to it, here's one, a little bit more interesting. I did this one with my granddaughter one day, and we were playing, and I stuck a pillow on my head, and so that just became an interesting picture. All of these things, they just team up. They just grow and grow and grow. Pictures there. This is the latest one. And so you don't always, my point is, you don't always have to be doing mega productions when you are an artist. Sometimes it's more important just to kind of keep your skills fresh, to do simple things, crazy things. This is not a big picture, as you can see. And the way I started this is I just threw down some color on some paper and said, okay, now what do I see there? And then I played with it and drew that out. And that's actually been fairly successful. Here's another one. Small work, watercolor. Is it going to change the world? Probably not. But I like it, and plus it gave me a chance to keep my skills going. Now, here's another one. Just very simple. Diamonds. Here's one that I did recently. Here, I'll throw you this one first. Again, simple, very simple. Walnut ink, a little bit of watercolor, some different colors. Here's one that I just recently did just for fun. It was on a magazine. So, I saw that, and I saw the hat that was there and wanted to do it. Here's one that I haven't finished yet, but, again, it's not small. It's not large. It's not dramatic. It's the process. The process is what keeps your skills straight. I'm going to see if I can pull this up, and that's not really going to show, so we won't really worry about that today. But anyway, you get the idea that sometimes when you're dealing with athletes and they are pushed beyond the mark of, where they're comfortable, they know they need to grow, they know they need to develop, um, they can start falling into the classic slump situation. And a lot of times the tendency is to push harder, push harder, push harder, push harder. When what often the real key to unlocking the future and where it is that you know you have to go is by going back to the basics. Start doing the little things again that make for the success in the big things. And you'll find that quite often, as you're consistently doing the little things, the big things become easier and easier and easier. In fact, your ideas begin to flow because you're not looking for success, huge success in those little things. You're just looking to exercise the gift in a smooth way, in a non-threatening way, and in a way that you love. And so that's my encouragement for you today as an artist here on look us up. It's the Rand Stream and SpeakEasy Arts TV. Thanks.